Hello everybody, we're back and it's week 3 after a bye week in week 2 and Old Dominion's convincing victory over a fairly weak UTSA team. They go on the road out west to Wyoming at War Memorial Stadium, a beautiful stadium with excellent scenery, and as you can see, here's how the teams rank offensively here in the early parts of the season. ODU in the top 20 in 3 categories, though that is just after one game. This, an important game to see how some of our players do on the road against a team they should probably beat. First, we're just going to take a quick look at some recruiting. 2 centers, Aaron Rodriguez and Kyle Graham. Neither one will really be instant impact type players, but they will be a part of the team going forward, should we be able to lock them up in recruiting. 4 defensive tackles, really want to get that going. Probably redshirt these guys should they commit, but that's certainly not a bad thing. Kevin Red, Bruce Davis, the top 2 defensive tackles I'm looking at. Tom Brown, Michael Lloyd are kind of last resort type players. Calvin Waters is a middle linebacker I'd like to see on my team. Again, another guy who probably would get a red shirt in his first year, but nonetheless, a player I would like to have on my team for sure. That's what we're looking at recruiting for now. There's plenty of other players we'll cover later on in other videos, but for now, Joshua Kemp, the freshman, in his first road game, hands it off to David Dixon. 169 yards last game, I should say, against UTSA. He had quite a performance. 3rd and 11 for Kemp, throwing to Dixon on this play. Asking too much, throwing it short on 3rd and long there, so ODU fails. And Wyoming gets great field position to start their first drive of the game, and it's going to be McFadden. The big thing here is quarterback Mike White, highest rated player on this Wyoming team, 90 overall, very talented, but he's going to be sacked, and it's Anthony Cody on that play coming out of the defensive tackle spot. Very strong player, comes right through here. White did not find a receiver quick enough to evade that sack. 3rd and 17 for White, going to throw off target here, and both teams failing to do anything on their first drives. So now Joshua Kemp in the pistol formation, 2 tight ends to his left side, hands it off to David Dixon. Who else here is going to find some room on the left side, breaks the tackle before being brought down inside the 40-yard line, and a good start for number 22 there after a gain of 22. Play action, Kemp's going to throw it, and miscommunication there. Receiver was cutting inside on that play, and he threw it outside. Josh Silva on the next drive. Wyoming would stall, and so on the very next drive for ODU, Silva comes in and gets sacked. A loss of 7. Seeing if the senior can make any difference here and get things going for the offense. Looking to pass now, plenty of time, and that was nowhere near anybody. He split his 2 receivers there. Not a good throw. So Mike White's going to throw that one. Charles Barber, the outside linebacker, swats that one down. Great job there recognizing that play. 3rd and 11. White going to look. That's time. Going to go deep for this one. Justin Weddle, what are you doing? He overran. All he had to do that whole play was stick with his receiver, and he did until the very end. Overran it for some reason and let the big play happen. Wyoming, look at this, breaking off tackles, gets to about the 20. Ryan Tucker helping his team out. 3rd and 3 now. White's going to be stopped on the option. It's Chad Robinson making his first big impact on the game, and so it will be a field goal straight down the middle. Wyoming takes the early 3-0 lead. We have a studio update. UNLV upsets number 17 Wisconsin in Madison. Not a good start for the Badgers. Josh Silva now going to look to throw. Beautiful pass to Phil Billings, who was all by himself. Tough tight end, a very underrated receiver at that tight end spot. Phil Billings could be a big impact on this offense. 3rd and 6 now. ODU approaching midfield. See if they can get the first down. Silva, the left-handed quarterback, going to fire. Poor decision into coverage intended for Nick Carroll, number 85. So Wyoming takes over. Both offenses have struggled a little bit, but certainly Wyoming doing the better of the two, especially in the passing game. 20 yards to Ryan Baker. 3rd and 10 though. Mike White looking to throw. What's he going to do? Getting chased down. Breaks off a tackle. Hit as he throws. Going to be intercepted. No. Jeff Robinson and Xavier Wallace both could have had an interception. But that ends the drive. Joshua Kemp comes in now, seeing if he can get back some fire in this offense. Dixon gets 9 on that play here, and they're going to run the same play again right up the middle. Huge holes opening up the middle for ODU. 2 9-yard runs for David Dixon there. So a couple plays later on 2nd and 4, pistol formation. Going to hand it off at Scott Sullivan. The backup running back comes in. He's going to get some good yards, about 11 on that play. The running game straight up the gut is killing the Wyoming defense. Just about 2 minutes to go in this first half. Kemp looking to throw. Now sacked on the play. He was about to let it rip. And at the last possible second, Anthony Bennett comes out untouched. And the tight end there, Phil Billings, was going out for a delayed route. That's why that was allowed to happen. 2nd and 18. Dixon handoff. Out gets pushed backwards. And there's a flag on the play. See who it's on. It's a clipping penalty, which means ODU is just going way backwards. Now it's going to be 33 yards to go after an incomplete pass on 2nd down. It's 3rd and 33. Can Josh Silva use his arm strength to get this ball deep? He's going to look for Brandon Ellison. Can't quite find him, and that drive comes to a terrible end, going backwards. Under a minute to go, still 3-0. 2nd and 10 for Mike White and his Cowboy offense. What will they do here out of the shotgun formation? White going to look to throw. Finds Baker open over the middle. Plenty of room for him to run. And ODU has to figure something out. They've been able to come up with some good stops on defense, but Wyoming has moved the ball with some consistency. 3rd down now. Can they get the first down here? Look out, Justin Weddle! Surely if he intercepts that, that might be a pick 6. It surely would have been a big return here, and Wyoming tacked on a field goal, so it's 6-0 here. Antoine Hopkins on the ensuing kickoff, though, evades a tackler. Can he get past one more? He can't, but he gets 59 on the return. ODU a chance to at least get a field goal before the half with 3 timeouts and 19 seconds to go. Silva comes in, and I know didn't want to do the rotating quarterbacks. This won't be something we see very often, but the offense has had trouble getting going. Silva seems to have had a little bit more success than Kemp, so we'll see what he can do with 8 seconds left here on 2nd down. Going to try and see if Ellison can get into the end zone. Not close enough, but it sets up this field goal try here with 2 seconds left to at least get points. That one goes right through, and so as time expires, we go into halftime. It's been a weird first half. Both teams have had some success on offense, but not enough to get into the end zone. Defenses have made some plays, but it's really been some incompetency on the offensive side of the ball, where neither team can really execute to their full potential. But Wyoming will certainly be happier with a 3-point lead, and they're fine with a low-scoring game. ODU's got the firepower on offense to make some big plays and score some points, and to have only held them to 3 points in this half is saying something. If the Cowboys can keep this up, they could certainly pull off the unexpected win. -8 in the rush yards category, and that's mostly due to sacks. And Wyoming do not run the ball very much at all. They're winging the ball all over the field. The passing game here, Stuart Webb, haven't seen him too much at all today. Running the ball, like we said, they're a passing team here. 2nd and 4. White's going to look to throw, but Chad Robinson bursts through the offensive lineman. What a sack! And that's going to put him in the record books, breaking Julian Randolph's career sack record of 16. Robinson transferred from the University of Buffalo and has had a remarkable career here at Old Dominion. 3rd and 12 now. McFadden catches it, and he's going to get to the marker. Barely gets the first down, but that's all you need. Barely is enough for you. That's just fine. 3rd and 15, though. Getting himself into a bit of a hole here. Can Mike White find his man? Alex Sledge, the backup free safety, comes in and makes a play. Punting it away, Wyoming. ODU now. Silva in the game, looking to throw on play action here. Finds Rashid Chase, who tries to one-hand it. Chase trying to make the spectacular play and couldn't do it. 3rd and 5 now. And Silva make a play. Yes, he finds Todd Jackson out to the right side on a little out pattern. Looking good. 1st down. Can they get some momentum? 3rd and 5 under center. A little different look here. Dixon going to carry it out to the left side. Runs through 2 tacklers. Keeps his feet. Dixon going down the sideline. 46-yard touchdown run. He ran right through 2 tacklers. And he put the team on his back on that play. He said, I'm done with this. I'm done with all the shenanigans. I'm going to go right down the sideline and score. I don't care who's in my way. I'm going to run right through him. He took him down. ODU takes the lead 10-6. Wyoming's next drive, 2nd and 3, handoff to Webb. Look at Josh Smith on the pursuit, takes him down. 2-yard loss. 3rd down now. What will Wyoming do here? Looking to throw. Can Mike White find his man? He's sacked. It's Brian Moore, the senior middle linebacker, untouched on this play. And actually, Chad Robinson kind of set a little pick there unintentionally. Caused the lineman to get caught up on Chad Robinson. 1st down. Silva going to look to throw. Hit as he throws. He's got Jackson in separation. Todd Jackson. Back-to-back plays offensively. Old Dominion 46 and 48 yards. Launching this one on a play-action pass, and Todd Jackson's athleticism too much for the defensive backs of Wyoming. Next drive, 3rd and 7. White's going to throw on a screen pass. Moore nearly picks it off, and Brian Moore is having a great game. They punt it away. And now, 1st and 10. Old Dominion going to run a little option here. Silva cuts it out. Another big play for ODU. Silva moving. Can he get there? Breaks a tackle inside the 20 to the 15. 3 consecutive plays of 40 yards or more for the Monarch offense. They are running away with this game. 3rd and 8. Silva can get the 1st down here. He finds Brandon Ellison over the middle. 1st and goal. Monarchs are rolling now, nearing the end of the 3rd quarter. Handoff Dixon into the end zone for the 2nd time. And what a 3rd quarter for the Monarchs. 24-6 as we go into the 4th quarter. And they have run away with this game after that remarkable performance in the 3rd quarter following a poor 1st half, and Josh Smith knocking that play away. Wyoming's offense has really sputtered. The momentum has swung hugely in Old Dominion's favor. Look at Dixon cutting out to the left side. Look at this, breaks off a tackle. Another 20 yards on his day. And now ODU would find themselves 4th and goal, and actually just going to go for it here. See what they can do. Silva finding pressure bearing on him, and he throws an interception. Poorly advised throw. But that's okay. Still leading by 18 with under 4 minutes to go now. Mike White, what can he do? Finds McFadden, who breaks off a couple tackles there. Into Old Dominion territory they go. They can get a score here. You never know what's going to happen. Under 3 minutes, though, and Mike White finds Josh Wilson, getting himself the 1st down. Goal line situation. What will the defense do here on 1st and goal? Look, and finds Mike White on the ground. It's Walter Anderson. The defensive end gets the job done. 2nd and goal now. Clock still ticking. Mike White finds Josh Wilson open. Touchdown. Well, 2:15 to go. They still have a lot of work to do, and Mike White, by the way, gets the school career passing record for Wyoming. Not bad. Well, the quarterback has had quite a career at this school, and they get the 2-point conversion, but now it's all about the onside kick. This is going to really decide the game. And Todd Jackson, that's why you put him on the hands team. Let him make that play. Under a minute to go, and I wanted to show this highlight. Adam Norton, 3rd string quarterback, spin move. What a move. That puts the game away right there. Take a knee, take a bow. It wasn't the most impressive ODU's victories, but the 3rd quarter was really what changed the game and got the job done. A win is a win, and we'll take it, especially on the road. Not always easy to win those games on the road, but certainly a stretch of plays where the big gains were had. Dixon, Jackson, Silva all making the plays. So, that leads into the next game. The biggest game of this season so far, and it could end up being one of the biggest games just in general. Drustov, 11 of 21, 143 yards, touchdown, interception. Dixon, of course, 154 yards, 2 touchdowns, a good day running the ball. Jackson led the receiving, 589, 1 touchdown. But it's going to be going on the road to number 3, Oklahoma, in the next game. And with Joshua Kemp and Todd Jackson both being Oklahoma natives coming home, it will be an interesting story to see how that game unfolds. It's going to be Old Dominion's biggest test, maybe ever. One of the toughest opponents they will ever face. Donnie Patrick had an early missed field goal in the game, but came back to kick a field goal later, had a solid game in general. And that missed field goal was a 50-plus yarder. Mike White, the senior quarterback, 314 yards and a touchdown. Could have been better, of course. With all the sacks, he ended up having a large amount of negative rushing yards, so take that for what you will. I think those yards, sack yardage, should be either like its own category or taken away from the passing yards, not the rushing yards. It's not a running play. You're going back to pass, so it should count against your passing yards, right? I don't know. I don't know why college, and I think they do it in high school too, where they take sack yardage away from the rushing yards instead of passing yards. But whatever. Who cares? Well, I care, but anyway, looking at the next game in a moment here. Almost 400 yards of total offense. ODU came back offensively in that second half really to get the job done, put it away as it should be. Probably should have been a bigger win, but we'll take it, 24-14. And there it is, number 23, ODU, taking on the Sooners of Oklahoma, number 3 in the country, in Norman, Oklahoma. And as you can see, Oklahoma are better rated than ODU for sure. And it will be a very, very difficult test for the Monarchs. So get ready. This will be a tough one. One of the toughest games in Old Dominion's history, as Oklahoma's coming off a 34-14 victory over LSU. 1-0, ODU 2-0. Guys, this is a huge, huge game. I can't say it enough. This could really make or break how this season goes, and this is a nationally televised game at 12:30. Oh boy, national TV, here we come. I will see you guys all next time against Oklahoma.